Hi everyone, I'm Loida with TBC in Southern California. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am going to be sharing with you everything that you need to know on how to get started on YouTube in 2021, especially if you're a real estate agent. So stay tuned. Now, before I begin this video, I do want to let you know that this entire thing is currently being filmed on an iPhone XR. Now, the reason that I'm filming on an iPhone is because many of you are always reaching out and asking me what type of equipment do I have or do you need to get started. A lot of you think that you need an expensive camera or expensive lighting, when in reality, the best camera that you can start with is on your cell phone. So that is why I'm filming on here, so that you can see that all of this can be done just using your cell phone device. So with that being said, let's start with equipment. Like I said, your cell phone is the best thing that you can use to get started. Along with that, if you may or may not see, right now I do have a small microphone. It's a lapel microphone that I got on Amazon. It's about $20 and I have it connected to my cell phone. Again, I have the iPhone, so I do have the little adapter that connects the auxiliary cord to my iPhone so that everything can transfer correctly. And the reason that I'm using this lapel microphone is because I'm standing pretty far away from my phone, so I want to make sure that I at least have good audio. Along with that, I just have a very small tripod, and that is where my cell phone is currently being held. It has this small device that's like this that you just put in your cell phone like that, and that's pretty much it. If you guys do want to invest on a ring light, there are also some ring lights that come with a tripod stand. Those are about $40. That would be a good investment in case you guys want to have lighting, especially you want to film at night. Now, in terms of lighting, especially right now for this video, I am actually sitting in front of this very large window that's by my desk. And the reason that I'm sitting here is because I want to take advantage of the sunlight. Like I mentioned way in the beginning, a lot of you think that you need expensive equipment, whether it's a camera or lighting, and you really don't. If you are on a budget, I would definitely recommend for you to take advantage of the sunlight, especially during the day, and make sure that you film your videos during the day, whether it's in the morning or in the afternoon. That way you have that natural sunlight to be able to use to make you look brighter. When I started making my videos on YouTube, and you can go back to when I first started in 2015, you will see that a lot of the videos that I filmed were always outside. And this is specifically is the reason why I did them outside, because I knew that the sunlight would make my videos look brighter, so I wouldn't have to struggle with trying to find lighting or having to purchase lighting. And I know it can get pretty pricey. So if you are in that position, make sure you have your cell phone and you sit in front of a window or somewhere where there's a lot of sunlight that comes in and hits your face. This will also make your videos look really good in the sense that you won't look so grainy or it won't look pixelated. Next, let's move on to editing. So when I first started to create videos, which I would always film on my iPhone, the first editing software that I used was iMovie. Now, the reason that I used iMovie was because this is the program that came with my MacBook, so I just wanted to use something that I already had. iMovie was super easy to use, so if you have a Mac, I would definitely recommend for you to start playing around with this program. If you don't have a Mac, there are also a lot of programs available out there. Some are free, some you do have to pay a small fee for, but there are a lot of different programs and software available for you to use. Now, a great supplement to your editing software is actually a platform called InVideo. InVideo has thousands of different templates for you to be able to use and edit to your own taste to create ads, whether it's for YouTube, for Facebook, or Instagram. They have so many different options, and a lot of the things that you're going to see in this video were things that I actually created in InVideo. They have over 1 million different photos, videos, and audios from stock footage that you can use. And the best part is that their price is so affordable that they have actually given me a code to share with you all, and that is LV50, so that you can get 50% off your entire year, which ends up coming out to $60, which is extremely affordable considering that there are a lot of other programs out there that charge you over $100 a month to have the access to the same things. Next, let's talk about thumbnails. When it comes to creating thumbnails, the website that I use is Canva. Canva.com is completely free, and again, just like in video, Canva has thousands of different templates for you to go on there and create your own graphic designs. Some tips that I do recommend for you when creating thumbnails is that you want to make sure that your letters pop out and stand out. So make sure to make the letters big. Usually what I do is that I create them in a white color with a border or a glow. There are so many different options, but yeah, Canva is where you want to get started on those. And along with that, keep in mind that thumbnails are the reason why someone is actually going to want to click on your video. So make sure that whatever you do put on there is something that will catch their attention to actually want to find out more of what it is that you're going to be talking about. Step 4, and this is actually very important for those of you that have no idea how to even get started or how often to post or what to post when. Number 4 is to create a content schedule. So the same way that we have a schedule for our real estate business, you want to make sure that you have a schedule for when you're going to be posting content, whether it's on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, or any platform that you use for social media. So the way that I grew my YouTube channel was by posting consistently once a week. So you have to sit down and figure out exactly how often do you want to be posting. Along with that, what type of content do you want to be creating? Are you going to be creating content for consumers, whether it's buyers or sellers, or are you going to want to incorporate a little bit more about your life as well? Is it going to be vlogs? Is it going to be real estate education? Is it going to be education for consumers? Is it going to be something that's not even related to real estate? Sit down and figure out exactly what it is that you want to do and really narrow it down to the days that you're going to film, the days that you're going to edit, and the days that you're actually going to be posting these videos to go live. I can tell you from experience that in the beginning, it might seem like all of this is taking a lot of time away from you. And that's why it's really important to create a schedule so that you know exactly how much time you're spending and whether or not you need to reduce that time by either outsourcing the editing to either an intern or someone else that can do it. That way you can focus on your income producing activities. Step 5 will come down to you actually filming a video. One thing that I want you guys to know is that it might take a few tries to get started because you're not used to being in front of a camera or talking or hearing yourself. And when it comes down to editing, you might even be cringing at the fact that you're listening to yourself. So when it comes down to filming a video, I would recommend for you to set aside about an hour. Again, all of the info that I'm giving you is being based off of being a complete beginner on YouTube. So the reason that I want you to set aside an hour is because you might have a thought of the type of video that you want to do, but you will notice yourself always messing up, and that's just the reality. Sometimes it might take you 30 tries before you actually get it right. So with an hour, you will have enough time for you to film yourself and also be able to look back and redo any takes that you feel weren't done up to par or how you feel it should have been done. Once you actually do create a video, the recommended time that I would say for you to make it would be between 5 to 7 minutes long. You don't want to make it too long because then people start zoning out. And then you also don't want to make it too short because perhaps you might have a lot more info that you can share and people might feel like they were just left hanging. Step number 6, uploading a video onto YouTube. So assuming that you already have a YouTube account, you will take your video and upload it. You definitely want to make sure to have a catchy title. The catchy title or the subject, this is again what's going to make people actually want to click on your video and learn more as to what it is that you're talking about. The types of videos that do very well are how-to videos, videos where you are listing a certain number of things. I recently uploaded a video titled 5 Video Ideas for Real Estate Agents. It's this one. So make sure that you definitely check it out because it's going to give you so many different ideas of type of content that you can be creating. Once you have uploaded your video onto your YouTube channel, make sure to also write in the description what your video is about and also make sure to include any links where people can reach you. Number 7, thinking about video ideas. So if you are new to creating a YouTube channel, definitely think what type of content you want to be putting out. I have already given you the 5 different video ideas that you can be creating, but perhaps you don't want to just talk about real estate. If there is something that you like personally that is maybe your hobby or that really interests you, chances are that there's others that are interested in that as well. So take advantage of that and start creating content. For example, Kevin was an agent on our team and he absolutely loves rollerblading. So he started to incorporate rollerblading into his real estate and prospecting videos. So you would see a combination of both. So what does that look like for you? Is there a certain hobby? Maybe it's music, maybe it's sports, maybe it's your kids, maybe you're always going to the dog park, maybe you're always at the gym and working out. You can incorporate a lot of different things into your videos. It does not just have to be about real estate. This is also very helpful because at the end of the day, whoever watches your videos might be able to relate to you in other ways aside from houses and reaching out to you for a real estate need. They might be able to connect with you because they see that you are always working out. But again, sit down and think exactly what type of content you want to be putting out. What type of content do you like watching? Use that as a reference point to get you started in creating videos. What always helps me when creating videos is that once I do have that idea, I like to write down bullet points. That way I know exactly what to talk about, and once I do get in front of a camera, I have something to take a look at to remind me of the type of things that I want to make sure I cover in my video. Number 8, and this is a really important one, and that is to be consistent. A lot of you might want to start a YouTube channel and hopefully go viral in one of your videos, but the reality is that for you to start to gain an audience, it might take some time. Depending on the type of videos that you are putting out, whether they are real estate related or related to something else, there may be a smaller audience that is looking for the type of information you're putting out, or there may be a large audience that is always researching the type of info that you're putting out in your videos. So it will really come down to the type of content and you being consistent. It's not going to happen overnight that you're just going to get 1 million subscribers. For me, as you can see right now at the time of this recording, I'm about to hit 65,000 subscribers. I started filming videos back in 2015, so it's taken about 5 years to hit 60,000 subscribers, which is a little bit over 10,000 a year. Now, if I was doing YouTube videos about beauty or something that is more mainstream, perhaps I would have grown much faster. But because my information is very specific, my niche is real estate agents, then of course it's not going to be growing as fast. So this is something you want to make sure to keep in mind. So now let's talk about monetizing your channel. The rules that YouTube currently has is that your channel has to have 1,000 subscribers and a minimum of 4,000 hours of watch time in a 12-month period before you can actually monetize your videos. Once you are able to monetize your videos, depending on how long your videos are, YouTube will automatically start putting ads in depending on the type of audience that you're attracting. One thing to note is that if your videos are 10 minutes or more, then you yourself can manually input multiple ads in your videos, which ultimately might result in you getting more money. Now, when it comes down to money and getting paid, there is, I believe, a $100 threshold that YouTube has for how much you have to make before you actually get paid. It may take months before you actually see a paycheck, but once it does, it's probably always going to be consistent if you are consistent with posting videos. And the last thing that I want to leave you with is leverage your videos. Now, what I mean by this is that let's say that you have just created a YouTube video. What you can do is that you can post a short clip onto your Instagram or your Facebook so that a lot more people can actually watch it. On your Instagram account, what you can do is that in the link in your bio, you can go ahead and put the YouTube video on there. Not just that, but another thing that you can do is that you can start promoting your YouTube videos to your database. If these are videos that are very specific to buyers and sellers, you can input them and embed them into your newsletters. That way they can see that you are creating video content, and they might also want to go ahead and check out your YouTube channel for any more information that they think is actually helpful for them. Let me know if you have any other questions. That way I can probably film another part 2 to this and answer anything else that you might be concerned about or have questions on. Thanks again for watching. Make sure to check out InVideo. The link will be in the description box below. LV50 for 50% off, and I'll see you on the next one.